Okay, so we've got our drawing set up, and now randomly creating balloons. Now the next thing that we need to do is we need to create our table of materials, our bill of materials. So what you're going to do is go to this tables command here, bring up bill of materials, and select the drawing view. Well, we want to use this drawing view, and we're going to go with our standard template, because we can always modify that as needed. And so basically, what is the bill of materials going to do? It's going to give us, let's actually create it first and then I'll talk about it. So we're going to put it up here. Typically it's in the corner. Sometimes you'll have assemblies that are so big the first page is nothing but the bill of materials, and the next page you'll start seeing things. So what am I looking at here? So we're going to have an item number, so we're going to end up using balloons to mark out the item numbers. You're going to have a part number and typically a description, and then you'll have a quantity. So you'll be able to look at it really quickly and know exactly what you need to put the thing together. And so this can be edited just like any Excel spreadsheet. So if we double click on it, or actually just single click on it, we bring up all of our little tools that we can set to use, document, font, and whatnot. And if we right click on it, we can remove columns and rows and everything that we need. So since we really just have these names here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this. We're going to go delete. I want to delete the table. Let's click on here. I want to delete this row. So I'm going to highlight that, and then I'm going to go delete the column. So there we go. We've shortened the bill of materials out a little bit. For these part numbers, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come to this row here. I'm going to go, why don't you put that in the middle? And then I want to change, I'm going to double click on it to bring up the editor, and I'm going to change this to just part name. And we're going to do it all in caps. Okay. And now I'm going to take this, I'm going to slide this back over here into the corner. And so there we go. So there's our bill of materials. It tells us what's going on, tells us all of our item numbers. We're going to have to put those balloons in soon. Let's go in here though, select the whole table. And I want to play with the height of the font. Okay, playing the height of the font. So we'll just come here, off click or unclick, use document font. Let's use something else. Gothic Century, just to show you how we can change it. Let's go to, Times New Roman's always a good one. And then instead of 14, let's use 20, just for the heck of it. Okay, and so there's our bill of materials. If we click, we do have other options. If we click on the little movement arrow, you can see we can change the anchor point. So if I change it to the side, it'll just, there we go. But anyway, so that was all fun. Let's add in some balloons. I have no idea why my keyboard is beeping at me. So, okay, so you can go into balloons here, and then you can sit there and go, okay, well, I want this one here, and you can put your own numbers in. But SolidWorks has an awesome little tool that's auto balloon, so it does it for you. It's great. So if we click on that, select the drawing view that we want, it automatically puts in your balloons. Now, you're going to want to clean them up a little bit because they're going to be in just weird places and kind of rough shape. So we can do that, and we can do that. And what I was doing is I just wanted to make sure that the arrows weren't laying across the part, because that's sloppy. So we're just gonna move things around there, and you can move the attachment point to someplace else. So there's a lot of adjustability that you can have here. So let's put that there. So there we go. So now I have my 3 arrows in. Now, sometimes, depending on company drawing policy, like up here with 3, you might see an 8. They might have you go and say, just put it in there and have an 8 outside and not a note. I'll just move that there. And so some companies will have you do that. So when you look at the drawing, you go, oh, 3, there's 8 of them there. Once again, that's all going to depend on how the company wants you to do things. And that's really it. That's all there is to assembly drawings. It's a pretty, it's a pretty quick little thing, but there you go. And so I have an assembly drawing. I know where the hinges are located. I know I've got a note here telling me where to drill things out. I can see what it looks like, and I can go to this and actually see what's going on and how things go together. And also within this view, you can do all the other stuff that you would do with a drawing, including you could make a section view. And this is useful a lot if you have a complex assembly where you want to see how things look like on the inside. This one is not the best for it because there's not really a lot going on, but back when I used to do optical assemblies, we would do sections all the time so you could see how things fit on the inside. Okay, okay, but anyway, that is your tutorial for assembly drawings.